Looks like today we're going to whip something up out of jalapeno peppers, heirloom tomatoes, and mint. I wish you could smell what I smell right now because I'm in front of a patch of fresh mint. Oh, and this stuff smells and tastes delicious. Oh, it's like chewing gum. It is so good. I make sweet tea and bring it to my son's football games, and this is my secret ingredient. I put mint in there, and everyone's like, wow, I've never had anything like this before. It's the mint. So let's cut ourselves a few pieces. That ought to be enough. This stuff is strong and it goes a long way. Another thing we have coming in right now are heirloom tomatoes, which are delicious. If you've never tried an heirloom tomato, I suggest you go out and try one, or if you see one on a menu at a restaurant, give it a taste. They remind me of what tomatoes used to taste like when I was a little kid, especially fresh from the garden. They're not the prettiest, but man, do they taste good. Finally, I have some really nice jalapeno peppers coming in. I think we'll use that as the main ingredient. We'll kind of anchor today's lunch around jalapeno dishes. I'm going to set aside my ingredients and run in the house, raid the fridge, raid the cabinets, see what I have that might go good with these ingredients. I'll be right back. I was able to rustle up a little bit of oil, actually two kinds of oil. I'll explain what this one is as we go. Some spices and some minced garlic. A couple types of cheese. You gotta have your queso. And of course, bacon. And I decided to make two recipes for you today. First, we're going to make a delicious heirloom tomato and fresh mint salad. And second, bacon-wrapped stuffed jalapeno peppers. Let's start out with the heirloom tomato and fresh mint salad. First, we're going to slice up these tomatoes. And slice them nice and thin, because these things taste so good, they pack a lot of flavor. The more slices you have, the longer your salad's going to last. Another thing I love about heirloom tomatoes is their coloring. You get the traditional pinkish orange color like you get in any tomato, but look at this. You've got green and yellow and light red, dark red. Sometimes they're even almost purple. I love heirloom tomatoes. Now take your tomato slices and arrange them neatly on your plate. Now let's add our mint. This stuff is strong, so you don't want to overpower your recipe. So just take a few of the mint leaves, like this. And I like to cut them into little thin ribbons, just like that, see? Now you're ready to distribute the mint evenly on top of the tomatoes. You know, as long as there's a little piece for every slice of tomato, you should be fine. Now for the oil. Since our other recipe is going to be jalapeno peppers, I've got a homemade jalapeno oil. That was easy to make. I just very slowly sauteed some jalapeno peppers until they got real small and mushy, and I just jammed them into a bottle of olive oil. That was a few years ago, and I've just let it marinate in the oil over the years. So now let's add a little bit of jalapeno olive oil. Again, we ain't going to go crazy with it because this stuff also has a little bit of a kick because it's had jalapenos marinating in it. Now, like I said, you want to go back to your sprig of mint. Find yourself a nice looking leaf or two for garnish. A little bit of salt. Tiny bit of pepper. And there you have heirloom tomato and fresh mint salad. Now let's do our bacon wrapped stuffed jalapeno peppers. Step 1, cut your pepper in half and clean out this white flesh and seeds. Now one thing I try to do is cut the stem in half also while I cut these things, and I just do that for looks, just for style points. Alright, now we're going to cube up our cheese. I'm using a sharp cheddar cheese, mainly because my dad bought this when he was here and left it and didn't eat it. And I know my wife is not going to eat jalapeno peppers, and I know my wife is never going to eat sharp cheddar cheese, so I may as well use them both in the same recipe. I'm just going to cube this up nice, into nice little small little cubes so I can fit it inside the peppers. Now that I got my pile of cheese, I'm going to take this minced garlic. This stuff is strong. Take however much you want to use and cut it in half, and that'll be enough. And I'm going to just mix it in with the cheese, just that little bit, because I don't even want to put individual scoops of this into the peppers. It'll overpower them. And I'm just going to kind of mix that around with the cheese. So this way I'll just dilute it, so I only get a little bit of garlic in each of my peppers. Now that you've got your cheddar cheese cut, it's time to get some yellow American cheese. And this is just like a little secret ingredient. You're going to just cut a little strip, fold it in half, and tuck it in the bottom of your pepper. You don't want it on the top because it'll start to bubble and burn. Just kind of put it in the bottom, or if you have cream cheese, you can use that too. Then put a couple of your garlic-infused sharp cheese cubes in the pepper. Once your peppers are stuffed with cheese, it's time to add the bacon. We're going to do 1 strip of bacon around each pepper. Now a lot of people will tell you 1 slice of bacon is too big for such a small pepper, that maybe you should only use a half a slice. Well, I say they're smoking crack. Bacon is delicious. And whenever it's called for in a recipe, you should use as much as possible. So we're going with a full slice. Now I want to fill the bottom of this container with olive oil, because I'm going to cook these things really, really slow. I want that bacon to cook, and I want the peppers to get really soft, like when you broil a pepper. So there you have it. These are ready to go in the oven. I've got my oven preheated to 300. I'm going to stick these suckers in. Let them cook a while. It'll probably take a few hours even, or at least 90 minutes. I'll just periodically check on them. I don't know how long to really cook them for, but when the bacon's cooked, you know they're done, when the bacon's brown. Now for the best part, taste test. Hey Noe, I made you a little salad. It's a heirloom tomato and mint salad.
Oh wow,
give it a taste.
Good.
Give it a try.
Mmm.
Is it good? It's good, isn't it?
Delicious.
Tommy, you want to try a piece?
Yeah.
Get in here. Try a piece of that.
Wow.
Let me
So fresh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I want
good,
more.
isn't it?
I want more.
The mint gives it like a really fresh out of the garden taste, doesn't it?
Delicious.
Now I got a question for the two of you. Who's got the guts to try the jalapeno peppers?
Oh yeah, no. I'm out. Sorry.
Noe,
Yes.
how'd you like that salad?
Oh my god, it was so good.
Was it good?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about it.
It had like a sweet taste. I don't know exactly what it was. I have never tried those type of tomatoes.
Yeah, heirloom tomatoes. Heirloom tomatoes are supposedly like pure. Like the tomato creates a seed, that seed is planted, it creates a plant, creates another tomato, and so on and so on. There's supposedly no genetic modification or whatever, which is why they kind of look a little gnarly and have some strange colors. But I think they're beautiful, and I think they taste delicious.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
See what I'm making here for you?
Oh my god, is that sweet tea?
That's sweet tea. Tell them about the sweet tea. Go ahead and tell them how much you love it.
I love sweet tea. It's so addicted. It's just crazy. The taste is amazing. And I have to have it every single day. So every 3 days I tell them, honey, you forgot to make my sweet tea.
Mm-hmm. So I'm making it right now.
Thank you.
It's been about 90 minutes at 300 degrees, and our peppers are ready. We cooked them nice and slow in a lot of oil. Also, the fat from the bacon got all mixed in there. Now we have some nice crispy bacon around our delicious stuffed jalapenos. Time to give them a taste. Who wants to go first?
Me.
All right, here, let me cut a piece for you.
Cut a piece for me too.
There's a piece for Tommy. Here's a piece for Noe. Careful, they're hot, like oven hot. They're not just jalapeno hot.
Okay.
You don't want to burn your tongue. What do you think?
Oh my god. I'll put my tongue on it.
Mmm.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
It's not too hot?
Oh my god.
It hasn't hit me yet.
Yeah, it tastes really good. But the
Wow.
hotness hasn't.
It's so good. It's so good.
Oh, mine's hot. Mine's spicy.
Mine is hot too. But can I get another piece?
Have it all, man.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's really
This is
good.
Really?
so
You want some
good.
more?
I haven't had the taste. It's gonna
Mm.
Yeah. Mine's got just a little bit of hotness, but I think the cheese and cooking them real slow melted them out of it, you know? They came out good. These would be good even without a jalapeno. When our bell peppers grow, when our bell peppers ripen, you got it now?
Yeah.
You got it now?
But it's still good. I want another piece.
Yeah, have as much as you want. But I think we'll do it again, same recipe, but with the bell peppers.
Okay.
And then you won't be dying from
Oh
heat.
wow. This is so good.
All right.
This is really good.
Well.
Mmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
While we sit here and finish these peppers, why don't you go out to guacfarm.com, GUACFARM.com. Get yourself a Sleepy Lizard t-shirt, and we'll see you on the next video.
Bye.
Oh, just one more thing, Millie. If it's hot going in, it's hot coming out.
Oh my